at the Denver Post Sports Desk. Well, the picks are in after a full weekend of excitement at the draft. There are 8 new Broncos.
So who do you like in the game?
Oh gosh. I mean, if I'm betting, I'm going to go Seahawks, but maybe I think Tom Brady might have something up his sleeve for us, and he's one of the game's greatest quarterbacks. So for him to get another ring to cement his career, I wouldn't be upset to see that.
Do you think Peyton will be back next year?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they took them too lightly last year. I mean, Denver came into that game flying high. San Diego wasn't, and they flat out just got outplayed. They were unhealthy. Now they have Von Miller, they have Wes Welker back, but I think, again, to the point, the preparation, we can all sit here and hope and say that they're better prepared for it, but we're really not going to find out until they take the field. So I can say yes, but only time will tell.
And when it's a kicker, even a Pro Bowl kicker, it's an entirely different thing.
Let me get this straight. It's December. It's 20 degrees out. The playoffs are on the line. The Broncos need home field advantage. They need a 49-yard field goal. You're telling me they're going to trot out Brandon McManus, and that's your guy?
And that's a good football response. Matt Prater was the poor guy that got made the example of. And
and there's one more little factor.
Yeah?
He didn't kick very well in the preseason.
He didn't kick very well in the Super Bowl.
Well, I don't remember him having too many chances in the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, the Percy Harvin return one to the house, was that a John Fox called pooch kick?
It was.
It was.
Okay,
it was.
And
they went for two. It was about money.
Okay.
Period.
Well, they said it was a
trust.
football decision.
So going back to the season opener, every drive except for one in the second half, the Broncos started with a run. In fact, the one time they passed the ball to start off, they actually scored their only touchdown. So the question is, should the Broncos stick to what they do best and pass the ball?
Well, they're always going to be a passing team as long as Peyton Manning's here, but you can't get better at running the ball by not running the ball.
Bruce Arians rolls out all the cliches, next man up, one game at a time, blah, 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 but these guys really believe it.
Can they be as effective with the pass rush against a Peyton Manning-led team?
I
mean, they were with Phillip Rivers. Can they do that with Peyton Manning?
It's going to be hard. The thing this team lacks is an outside pass rusher.
So you've been at practice all week. What do teams respect about this Broncos team? Is it, the Broncos have been obviously trying to improve on their run game. Is that something that other teams game plan for, or do they just strictly worry about Peyton Manning?
This team game plans a run game for everybody. That's their number one thing.
With the exception of St. Louis, but they didn't try to run the ball against St. Louis.
Exactly. So, but let's talk about Virgil Green, all right? This is a guy, when he's on the field, the Broncos are 9-0. When he hasn't played, they've lost 3 games. Is that stat really a testament to how great of a player Virgil Green is? Or is it what you guys were saying earlier, the Broncos are committed to the run game, and it's really more about how they're using Virgil Green?
It's a perfect storm that when he plays, they play better. Players will tell you to a man their whole first half got messed up because
John Fox said that they weren't able to execute their game plan, and you and I chuckled about it on the show after that.
All right.
But are we seeing maybe some validity to that statement?